with the power of my volcano magic. This is video 2 of Axe Battler Deluxe Edition. Let's begin. Storm Collectibles, Golden Axe, Skeleton Soldier and Red Dragon. Okay guys, here we have the Skeleton Soldier, evil enemy of Axe Battler himself. These skeleton soldiers are menacing, but they're still skeletons, guys. So how can you describe a skeleton, guys? Not like a usual human being, of course. Well, how can you describe him? Well, he's got ribs, as you can see. He's got a coccyx, phalanges, he's got metacarpus, he's got a shoulder blade, he's got humerus. Also, he's got femur, fibula, tibia, and everything that you can describe in a skeleton, guys. But the difference here would be in its shape and color, guys. He is white with some black shading or black washed color. And of course, now looking at his head sculpt, it's not the typical skeleton skull. Here he looks menacing. He's got his mouth opened, or you can shut it if you want. But it looks like he's got some injuries in the skull. Almost a cracked skull, guys. So that's it for Skeleton Soldier's vanilla pose, guys. Very cool. Okay guys, let's check out the articulation for Golden Axe Skeleton Soldier. And let's start with the head. As you can see, the head, or the skull goes down and it goes straight up, and the skull can move to the left and move to the right. Now let's check out the torso articulation. The torso is divided by two, as you can see here, the upper torso and the lower torso. In terms of the upper torso, you can move forward and it moves backwards a bit. And it can also move to the left and move to the right. Now checking out the lower torso, you can move forward and it can move straight back. And it also moves to the left and it also moves to the right. Now let's check out the arm articulation for this figure. The arm moves forward and the arm moves backwards. And the arm can move out, guys. And this skeleton soldier does have a single jointed elbow articulation. It flexes like this. And now let's check out the hand articulation. The hand moves up and straight. Not back, straight. And the hand or the wrist rotates completely, as you can see here. Now let's check out the leg articulation. The leg moves forward and the leg moves backwards. And the leg can move out. And the leg has a single jointed knee articulation. It bends all the way up to here. Very nicely. The skeleton soldier does have foot articulation. The foot goes down and the foot goes up. And that's it. Let's check out the accessories, guys. Okay guys, here we have the accessories for the skeleton soldier. And here we have his weapon, a sword. And it's a golden sword. Very cool golden sword. And we also have a shield here with a skull in the middle. This is a golden shield with some black washed painting. Now let's check out the extra interchangeable hands. First we have the relaxed hands. Then we have the weapon gripping hands. Very cool, the weapon gripping hands. Next we have pointy finger hands. And finally we have the semi-relaxed hands for the skeleton soldier, guys. And that's it for the accessories. Okay guys, straight out of Golden Axe, here we have the Red Dragon. This is one of the game's most memorable mounts. An aggressive, fire-breathing beast that turns the tide of the battle the moment you hop on its back. He's big, terrifying, and absolutely not here to negotiate. Let's check it out. At first glance, the figure makes a strong impression, thanks to its upright, almost human-like posture, which is how the dragon appeared in the original game. The figure is bulky, but it has a muscular build, a long tail that helps with the balance. It looks quite intimidating, guys. As you can see, a red color dominates the whole figure, but there are some variations in the tone. The figure looks nice from all angles, so you can display it on its own if you choose to do so. The whole figure is heavily textured, with scale sculpting that runs across the arms, as you can see here, and all throughout the back, including the neck. The abdominal area has a lighter segmented yellow underbelly, which contrasts nicely with the red scales. The arms are relatively short but powerful, and it has clawed hands with sharply sculpted talons. The muscles in the arms are well defined, which gives the impression that this creature relies on brute force when it's not shooting fireballs. As you can see, the legs are thick and sturdy, and the strong lower legs end in large clawed feet. Each foot features pronounced talons that dig into the ground. This is quite a powerful lizard, guys. Now let's look at the tail. As you can see, the tail extends from the lower back and curves naturally behind the figure. And of course, the coolest part of the tail is the small spikes that go through the tail and continue all the way up to the back of the head. Another important part is the leather-like saddle and harness around the dragon's torso. The saddle sits on the back and looks like worn leather. The reins extend from the head area, reinforcing the idea that this dragon is controllable, just like in the game, guys, where taming monsters is just another part of the fun. Now let's look at the head sculpt. The red dragon's face looks aggressive. It has a heavy brow that is formed by the horns that makes it look hostile. The horns are long and curved. They go upward and slightly back from the skull, which would suggest that this fellow here likes to ram enemies rather than poke them. Just like the rest of the figure, you can see scales all over the face. The snout itself is pronounced and ends in flared nostrils, like this thing is one breath away from unleashing fire. The eyes are a bit hidden beneath the brow, giving the dragon a focused and aggressive stare. The expression of this dragon warns us that this creature is about to strike. The face has a strong sense of personality, guys. Angry, wild, and barely restrained. Okay guys, now that we have checked out this mighty beast, let's check out the articulation. Okay guys, let's check out the red dragon's articulation. Let's start with the head. The head goes down and straight, as you can see here. Now the head doesn't move to the left, but tilts to the left and tilts to the right. Then we have the neck articulation. It can move to the left. The long neck moves to the right, as you can see here. Now we have arm articulation. And as you can see, the arm moves forward and can move backwards as well, as you can see here, very nicely. And also the arm can move a little bit out, like this. Then we have here single jointed elbow articulation, where you can flex the elbow like this, just a little bit. And finally we have hand articulation. where the hand moves up and down. And of course the hand also can rotate like this. And let's move to leg articulation. As you can see, the leg can move forward and the leg moves backwards. And the leg can move in, I would say, instead of out. Then we have a single jointed knee articulation. It can bend a bit. And then finally we have foot articulation. The foot moves up and down, as you can see here. And we also have toe articulation, where you can see that the claws move up and straight, like this. Very cool. Last but not least, we have tail articulation, and the tail rotates outwards, as you can see here. And that's it for the Red Dragon's articulation, guys. Very good. Okay guys, here we have the only accessory that the Red Dragon brings, which is the fireball. This red fireball is nicely sculpted and has yellow on top, as you can see, bright yellow, and on the bottom we can see a bright orange, nicely combining the colors to make a really colorful ball of fire. Only the Red Dragon shoots fireballs, because the blue dragon variants had fire breath. In my Tyris flare video, you can check out the blue variant dragon. Go ahead to my channel and check it out, guys. And that's it for the Red Dragon's accessories, guys. Alright guys, let's turn on the Genesis and travel back to 1989, because it's time to talk about Golden Axe and its poster boy, Barbarian, Axe Battler, plus a couple of the game's most unforgettable baddies. Axe Battler is a classic arcade fantasy. Huge muscles, a blue loincloth, and a long sword that looks like it could chop down a castle door. In the original Golden Axe, his story is simple and effective. Evil Death Adder's forces killed his mother and kidnapped the royal family of Yuria, throwing the land into chaos. Monsters roam free, villages burn, and it's up to Axe Battler alongside Tyris Flare and Gilius Thunderhead to march forward and fix everything the old school way by hitting it really, really hard. In the game, Axe Battler is the all-rounder. His sword swings are powerful and have decent reach, making him great at crowd control. But his real trick is his volcano magic. Collecting magic pots lets him summon powerful fire explosions that deal damage across the screen, wiping out enemies in a mighty blast. He's not the flashiest character, but he's reliable and tough. Now let's talk about one of the coolest moments you can experience playing Golden Axe. Stealing a dragon. The Red Dragon is the most aggressive of rideable beasts, spitting powerful balls of fire that can clear entire waves of enemies. You kick enemies off the dragons, hop on, and suddenly you're the boss. You have fire chaos on a leash. And of course, one hit knocks you right off. So riding a dragon is all about timing, positioning, and living dangerously. And then there are the skeleton soldiers, the backbone of Death Adder's army. These guys are everywhere. Sword and shield fighters who crawl out of the ground to attack you. They exist to swarm you and keep the pressure on. But you are the Axe Battler. Your sword shatters them. Your magic blows them to pieces. And Dragonfire absolutely melts them. They're simple enemies, but they define Golden Axe's challenge. Golden Axe is pure arcade nostalgia. Axe Battler smashing skeletons, torching enemies with volcano magic, and riding fire-breathing dragons is the kind of fantasy action that stays with you forever. I had a blast with the original back in the day, and honestly, I'd love to see this franchise come back with the same level of quality that Sega gave Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. Modern polish, classic soul, and plenty of monsters to kill. Now excuse me while I go hunt for magic pots. Thanks so much for watching this two-part review. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next on Alan's Collection.